Putting some putting some papers in order. I'm actually not even ready, and I delayed this twice. So I'm going to see where I'm going to start. I do have a question for myself. Do I shave my beard off? I don't know what happened. Last year it was different color. It's a completely different color. I liked when everything changed colors. Must be like the trees. Somehow the beard is like the trees, except it never comes back. Once it gets gray, it's gray for the rest of your life. Just like pie. Got a paper from the landlord. And you have to be careful about everybody you speak to, even your landlord or your, okay. It says access to the apartment. And then it says, this is just like a brief letter. First of all, it doesn't have a time to come visit, number one. Number two, my last name is wrong. Number three, they gave it to me on 6 o'clock on a Friday with a 24-hour notice just for a basic inspection to see if everything's okay. I'm not even sure if that's completely legal in the 24 hours. Does that count the weekend for myself as it does for them? That's not 24 hours to me. I don't count the weekend during business, right? So how can you give me a notice at 6 o'clock at night on a Friday night and not tell me what hour? And secondly, the notice only says 24 hours is required if they're going to bring someone to rent here or to sell the building. If you refuse, you will be responsible, or if you're not home, you're responsible for the cost for somebody to come back. So they're not really asking me to come in. They're actually just telling me about if they're here. So it's like not even a real, I mean, it's disgusting. It just doesn't make any sense to me. The landlord says they're coming for inspection, but this paper doesn't have anything to do with it otherwise than telling me a rule, you know? Anyways, I'm going to put that on the side. LMNOP. Okay, let me go into the pool balls right now. I'm not sure who's here, who's seen what. We're not getting enough feedback. I would like to do a Zoom one day so we can have a question and answer period. I would also like those who have the capabilities to download these videos just in case they disappear. I'm not sure what it's going to do for you, but I think in the globe of things, it'll be good for in general. So I just want to talk about something very, very small. And wow, everything's backwards for me. And in the game of pool, the 12 ball. Okay, hold on a second. I don't even think this is the paper. Just give me 1 second. I don't want to do it off of this paper over here. So many pieces and parts. Anybody remember this design over here? How we got to this design? This is an elongated 5, a bent over 5 to create this here, 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 and then it's supposed to tail up that way. Let me just get this book out of the way. There are things that I have not spoke about because I don't understand them yet, and that's the 91.25 days of the, is it the winter solstice, Pisces and Aries, where we are right now. I think it's a huge month because the air we breathe and the fish that swim in it. Libra and Virgo sounds like the freedom of nuality. The summer solstice, December. Seems like time is going backwards. I don't know why. I don't know. It seems like it's going backwards. So let's just take this out of the way. I'm just trying to see. Okay, well, I'm just going to do this tiny, tiny little piece over here on pi. And what I want to do on pi is, they say that numbers, I mean, the pi sequence does not repeat. Well, the vision, they say pi is created by 22 divided by 7. But 22 divided by 7 gives me this number over here. This number over here. Now, 22 divided by 6 gives me, see, this is number, hold on. 22 divided by 7.5 equals to 2.93, and 22 divided by 7 equals to 3.14, and 23 divided by 7 equals to 3.28. See, that's a cycle. There's a complete cycle. If you take a look, when you divide 23 divided by 7, it's 3.285714. When you take 22 divided by 7, it becomes 142857. So it's the same numbers that are actually rotating. And we come to this one, we can see that these two numbers were rotating first. Then in Mars, to the cycle of the moon, to your birth, to the, again, back to the moon. But this one is male, female, because of how we create the 5, 1 times 2, 1 plus 2, how we create the 7 prime, 1 times 3, 1 plus 3. So these primes are created by 12 and 13, male and female, 3 and 4 DC. And then we come to the child will recreate this number by 6 times 5, 6 plus 5 will create this number. So anyways, I'm not really sure what this whole thing means. 28 to the cycle, 92 to the birth, 57 to the moon. If the student, the created student of Mars, 1 times 5, 1 plus 5 will create this, and then it will create the whole moon cycle over here. In blackjack, okay, one of the similarities they have is that it begins with a female and it ends with a female. Now, why does it end with this female when this should be actually the male? Because this is the 7th gate. 1 and 6 is the opposite, creating your real first 7. I only use it in that way fashion because I understand the sweet 16. We're building on I question everything, and I'm trying to find out ration and reason and where it can be recreated, where it came from, what we use it for. I like to use a lot of games. Then in between this is 13, 14, and 15, and where 13 is the man, and this will create the child, okay, the human, and this is your DNA that's in between. This is the 13, 14, 15 that's in between. So it seems like the female's on the outside, the male's on the inside, although this is a male number. The DNA times 2 is 28. The DNA times 3 is 33. 3 by 4, 12. 1 plus 2 equals 3. 3 times 1, 30. 30 and 3. Boy, okay. So that's the end of this basic pi cycle. Now, what I did is I minused it. What is the difference between here and here? It's 13. That's the male. What's the difference between here and here? It is 45, and that is the sun. That'll be 14. And what is the difference over here? 51, and that'll be Mars. Man, Sun, Mars. 496. 496. Mathematically, 54 times 4 is 216, and that will create your moon diameter. Remember, I showed you a video yesterday about a piece of wood, and the heart of the wood is growing on both sides. So if we divide it, okay, we create the letter D onto 1/2. Now, if this was related to a descending or a passage, just trying to figure out how this design would go, or this wheel. But anyways, you can't not divide this. So either there's a hole and we put the core into the hole, or it's a passing hole, or it's the ventricles. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out myself. Almost like a snail. Anyways, that was about the tree yesterday. Let me see. I want to go back. I'm going to eventually work on this in 2 minutes. I want to see what's before this. The Monopoly board. Okay, just let me put that aside. I want to bring out the pool table. This is something we already did. 1, 1. 1 plus 2 equals 3. Plus 3 equals 6. Plus 4 equals 10. 1 plus 0 equals 1. Plus 5 equals 15. 1 plus 5 equals 6. Plus 6 equals 21. 2 plus 1 equals 3. So what happens is 1 goes with 1. 3 goes with 2. 6 goes with 3. 4 goes with 10. 5 goes with 15. 5 goes with 6. 6 goes with 3. So we have this in between, okay, that is caught in between, where the flip side of this telling me open the door and close the door because it got flipped upside down. So what happened to 1 and 1 and 2 and 3? Well, 2 times 3 is 6. 2 plus 3 is 5. 1 and 1 creates 2. 4 and 1 and 4 and 10 are the reverse on the cube right over here. 5 is the reverse of the 9 on the cube. 6 is the reverse of the 8 on the cube. There is no 8. We have 3 for creation. So in 3, most likely, you create 8. And through 1, you create the 7th gate. That's just basic. I'm looking for the pool table design. Does anybody see anything inside of these designs and for what they were created? These are all have to do with the ace. And the reason for we did this the other day, but this is created for the ace. And as well, it's the new Twin Tower has the same design, but you probably can't see it. And here's a 7, here's a 7. Inside, we'll create that ace that runs up to the first level only. Depending on what size this is, I don't have all the answers because I'm not really sure what the questions are. But by creating certain shapes and then drawing lines at certain angles in one way for now, because if I draw them in 2 ways, you're going to see a complete design and get lost. I do not know how the awakening is going to show up in everybody's minds. I do not know how deep we are going to fall down this rabbit hole of unconscious living, not a conscious living. What is a conscious living? What does it mean to have a conscious living? Living only for yourself, or understanding and letting all the differences of knowledge and not just listening to one pipeline of knowledge. Yes, when will this BS finish? And this BS is deep. For what I read, only can I say what I read, the market, the stock market, the bulls and the bears, passing of money, illegal activity, so much of it, yet they don't stop it. Dumping sewage into our rivers and telling us it's okay because it costs too much money. Not taking care of some of the elderly because it costs too much money. Not feeding the poor or helping the poor and feeding the hungry because it costs too much money. Yet we move jobs all around the world for the benefit of what? Absolutely nothing, because it doesn't help anybody at all. If you do everything in your own circle, that'll help your own circle. When you go outside your circle for cheap, your circle becomes poor. And those who can save will become even richer. But those who cannot, for whatever they're buying, for whatever reason, the costs have gone up, is because everything has been moved around. Years and years. First, you can start off as cigarettes are fine, but yet they didn't think about our frontline workers. Now, anytime they want us to bow down, anytime they want you to fold into their card, they always say, but you didn't see it. You have to pay attention. The angels next to me. Oh, this is the interior life. The situation actual is a yen. It means like it's a lien on your prior life. Demand to your angels to help you to remember your liberty and to fix and to take from the to fix apprendre de vos to fix and to from your old experiences. And this is the angel of healing, and this is Archangel Raphael. I got it written down on my wall somewhere. Let me see. It says, no, right at the end, you can't see it. You can see the floor. All those happy faces, that's designed from the roulette table. GameStop on the door, because this house we live in is the GameStop we are at. It's the theater. It is the AMC theater. It is just so ironic that what is going on, that the news that spreads to the market for people to hear, for the faint anyways, I don't want to get into that part. Yeah, so I did these designs on these aces. I'm just trying to understand it a little bit deeper. And the pig is very relevant. The pig is very relevant. 97.7. You got a lot of portals there. They communicate with you. You have a lot of portals. Portals where? Are you talking about the portals there? You want to talk about somehow through each and every one of our minds, we all have the capability of micro researching and micro understanding everything that goes on in this world. Lies, certainly there are lies. We all possibly have lied once in our lifetime. There are different kinds of lies. Sometimes you are obligated not to tell the truth, but the truth and the lie to this lie is because it's your own personal business and does not need to be shared. So it's not that you're telling a lie, but you're not answering. You're answering honestly because you can't answer at all. Is that a lie? Let me get something to drink. I'm going to be back in a minute. So let me look for the piece on the game of pool. Just give me a second. So many pieces of paper, so many days go by, and don't forget your Roman numerals, right? 2 and 7, 3 and 6, 4 and 5. Wow, I can't believe I can't find it. Okay, Nevada, where all the numbers are. Nevada, where all the numbers are. All this Bitcoin ledgers and all this reading and all this Castaniga Ingoringa Bingings. Do I know the Castaneda's inorganic beans? No, I do not, but I can probably look that up. I do believe that we are all extraterrestrials, ET, all leaving on a JET plane, PLANE. This passion should clear all the doubts on inorganic beings and how they are needed to become a sorcerer. No inorganic being and no inorganic beings world equals no sorcery. Page 4446, 4452. The cast, it doesn't clear all doubts for me. I'm skeptical. Taking dark energy is the only way to get power just because the sorcerer said so. Buddha took the high road and went around. So just to get it clear again, when we speak of getting energy for maneuvering the AP, we get it from IBs, from that world, right? Our twin world exclusively. And yeah, something like that, our twin worlds. There is definitely some kind of twin world out there. Okay, so in the game of pool, I'm going to just jump over everything right now. Okay, and no, I should go into pi. Just 1 second. Let me see if I have this prepared here. Okay, I'm going to show you a little design. I don't remember all my designs. Sometimes it takes me a little bit of time to remember some of the things that are going on. So this is the 9 lives of the cat captured in the pound key. Dogs and cat, all orphan children. So we take a look at this screen over here. Okay, this is pi, and there is a few errors in here. There are a few errors, I will admit. This is 99, 108, 108, 100, and I think 18, 369. See, I started at 00. By starting at 00, I end up at 8 instead of at 9. I shouldn't have done that. But I started the 00 for 100. So that means when I come over here, I'm only at 8. I go 1 through 9 through 18, 10 through 18. See, I had 9 here, I have 8 here, I have 7 here, I have 6 here, I have 5 here, I have 4 here, I have 3 here, I have 2 here, I have 1 here. It all ends. So when I end over here, right, I start my next section at 82. I end at 0. This is your birth. This is the line of January. 99, I end up in Jupiter. The 99th row. The 99th row. But wait a second. When you count 99 rows, there are in here, there are 81, 81, and 81 numbers. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81. So there's 243, 243, 243 to the 9 period of months. Now, I'm not sure if we should have this section here together as a block. This is a block. I like to call this a block, how we build. And I use 3 numbers on each one. This is through the first 3 numbers of pi, the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, the 9th number of pi, the 10th, the 11th, the 12th, the 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th. So this is how I did it, all the numbers of pi. Now, if you take a look, hold on a second. Do you notice anything? That's right, it starts off with 333. A pig's pregnancy is 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days. This is your pi. If it repeats anywhere, then where does it say pi doesn't repeat, but pi repeats only in pieces and parts? If I was doing pi to the 13th moon, I would be stopping over here, and I would say somewhere after here, things must begin to repeat. And right over here in the next section, okay, I get my 333. Are there any other 333s, and are we starting over again? 333, 669, 366. In this one, we have 333, 669, 396. Did I make a mistake? I don't know. So this is your pi. It's all 3, 6, and 9. And the only way to get this answer to this board is multiply. Is to multiply. Just 1 second. 3 times 1, 4, or 7. 3 times 2, 5, or 8. 3 times 3, 6, or 9. And this is going to give you 3. This is going to give you 3. And this is going to give you 3. This is going to give you 6, 6, 6. And this is going to give you 9, 9, 9. And that is how we do it. Now, if you want to go less than, it would be 2 times 1, 4, 7, 2, 5, 8, 369. If you want to go more than, it would be 2 4 times 1 4 7 2 5 8 3 6 9. This is what happens. You see, here is your. Now the question is it a body that holds two strings? The one body and the two strings, two separate strings. Or is it one string, right? Here is the beginning. This is side A. This is side B. Well, what I want to do is I want to have a shared. So instead of side A, I go A, A, A. They're all the same size. This part in the center is B. It's A, B, A. But this is the other side, so you're going to say C. So now I have to flip it over backwards. I go A, B, C, C, B, A, and connect the two C's together. 33. A and B equals 3. Connecting two C's together creates 3, 3. And then you connect B and A together, equaling to 3, 3, 3, 3, or 3, 6, 3 when connecting the centers. Simple equation, no? So over here, this equals 2, this equals 8, this equals 5. Over here, this equals 4, this equals 7, this equals 1. This one over here equals 8, 2, 5. This one over here equals 3, 6, 9. 2 by 3 is 6. So let me put these equal signs in, and then I'll explain it after. 2 by 2, 4. 2 by 5, 1. 2 by 8, 7. 2 by 6, 3. 2 by 9, 9. Now I'm going to explain it. When you multiply to a single digit, 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 7 equals 14 equals 1 plus 4 equals to 5. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 5 is 1. 2 times 8 is 16. 2 times 8 is 16. 1 plus 6 equals 7. Then we have this. 4 times 1 is 4. 4. So now we're going to compare the whole thing. So since our vibration is 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, what happened before? We're going to be, when we're at 2, 3 is above, 4 is in between. Good. When we're in between, this is your in-between number. This is your 8 is your below number or less, and then your high number or more, your seventh gate, your eighth heaven to your seventh gate. Now, in the next section, 3 by 2 equals to 6. This will be in between. What is lower is 4. What is higher is 8. 1.5 times 4 is 6. 2 times 4 is 8. Telling you how to bring it to the middle section. In the third section, everything is 9. In this section here, this is the middle section. To what is less is 6. To what is more is 3 creation. All of these are 9. You go over here to 3 times 6. The 2 times 6 is 12. So this is less. And in the category of 4, it is more. And where are the categories? I have to figure out where the categories are. See here, there's an in-between inside of this one. Where are these categories? What is going to show me my 3? I did it between these two lines. Here it's 2. When just trying to figure out, yes, my 4, 3, 2. Just let me think of something. Yes, okay. So when we were talking about, this is my only way to get my first 360 is to do this. But when I create the fourth corner, I now have this. This is where my letter E might come out, but I can just connect this whole line over here, just with one dot. What my 2 dots do, what my 1 dot does, what my 2 dots do, what my 3rd dot does, it meets in between the both of them. I can create a number 7 with this, showing me my greatest distance and diameter, and then the 4th dot will just show up over here, completing the square. We only need 3 to complete 360 degrees. So that is your pi, and that's how pi multiplying everything by 3 and pi is going to give you the in-between of what's above and what's below. We go, no, we did this already in pi. I don't want to do this yet. Okay, this is just a short formation of what is 3. Just different ways to create what is 3. I can create the square, or I can create the diamond across. When you create the diamond across, you see the box that will connect this and the box that will connect this. I do not know what it means yet. I just know what I was capable of doing. And at the same time, here's the same box, or he created it like this. See, it's twice as big. The separation is only one area between these two, and the separation over here was a complete area, but cut in half. See the way this one was half and this one's half? This is open. Over here, I do not have the star open. You see, it's a square space. Here, I have an open space where I can crisscross over here. I don't know what it means yet, but because of it, we can do something. Now, we come to here. Everything starts at D. Everything ends at A plus B equals C3. Now, is C3 created from A and B? What is first? What is second? And what is first and second creates RD. So at 19 and 20, okay, adding on 2 times what 1 is, which is 14 and 0.4. So this is 5 times what this is, or 1 part of 5. And the third one equals to 18 and 0.4. First, second, and third. This is your DNA. This is your spirit. And this is your angel residency, the body you are in, the heaven of 10. Why the heaven of 10? Because when you add the 1, 2, 3, 4 together, you add the 6, and then you add the 4, and then you get your 10. So everything lives in this 10. The 6 part, which is 1.5 times the 4 part. Then you add on the 5. Then you add on the 6, the 7, the 8, the 9, the 10, the 11, the 12, the 13, and then the 14th card. The 13th card ends at 91, and these are our cycles, 13 times 7. The freedom, the word freedom, they were always calling for our freedom, okay, at 55. And the word value of freedom is 66. The total is 111. The total is 121, 11 by 11, 5 by 11, and 6 by 11. This K is, this J is created by, I'm just trying to think which 5 it is. This is created by, if I remember, well, 1 and 6, which is the reverse of each other. And that's how we create this over here. 1 and 6 creates it. A plus B equals C plus C itself. You're duplicating C to equal to your 6 plus 3, okay, to equal to your 6. I'm thinking, what happens over here? How did we get the 55? The 55, besides this creating 42 plus 13 equals 55. There's another equation, if I remember. 1 times 1 equals 1. 1 plus 1 equals 2. 1 times 2, 2 plus 1 equals 3 equals 2. So this will be my first 5. Now, 3 times 2 equals 6. 3 plus 2 equals 5. That equals 6 times 5 equals to 30. 6 plus 5 equals to 5 plus 6 equals to 11. The total is 41. So my 11 created my first 5 with number 23 and creates my second 5 with number 41. And that's my freedom 55. And the passage is 66. And the passage is 66 because it's all created. A, B, C, D, and your reflect is right over here. Your A and D are your reflect after the death. Is a reflection of those numbers. And then the down part of this whole thing is we're going to count each one either to a single digit. Not only that, we can do the math, what it's going to do. All zeros equal 6 because it's on the other side of creation. It's not on the 5. The 5 cuts everything in half. You cannot be in half. You have to be on this side with the heart. You need the 5 and the heart side. You need the whole thing. So this becomes 1, 6, 3, 1, 9, 9, 1, 3, 6, 1. And we're going to just stop there. Now, what we do have to note is that S and T in first is 10, 20, because the S is the 19th letter. 1 plus 9 equals to 10. So you now have your ST as your 10, 20. So this is 163, 199, 136, 136, and then this will be 1, 6, and O equals to 120. 120, add 1 to 15 in the game of pool, it goes to 120. This is your gateway to Mars and the moon, because you can play with these numbers and make it 216, the diameter of the moon. So something is passing with Mars and the moon, and this numeric value is 3. So we start here, we go all the way to here, and the reflection of everything comes back to repeat over here. So everything actually stops here at the gateway to creation of the sun and Mars. 7 times 8, 56. SON, son, the student, the orphan child. 7 and 8 is 15. This will create its own number. 7 times 8 equals to 56. That is the student. Yo, the student. Earth and Mars. Then 7 plus 8 equals to 15, equals to 71. Stand on 17. Another way to create this, okay, is with number 52. 5 times 2, 5 plus 2 equals to 10, equals to 07, equals to 1771. Through the gateway of creation, we have 7, 7 times 1, 7, 7 plus 1, 8. And we have the same equation that repeats again. Through Earth, and through 7 and 8. The 7th gate, when you have 8, you have involved in 8, you automatically have 5 and 6, because the reverse of 8 is the 6, and your 8 and 6 is your, what we've done the other day, your 8, 6, 5. We're going to do your 8, 6, 5. Here is your 5. Here is your 6. Here is your 8. Now we can do a whole lot with this. We can just keep going this way. Just follow the lines. Let the lines do the work. So it almost makes the letter R that comes out of it. So we did 2, 2. Then we can go down here. This one can finish over here. This one will end up over here. I wanted to continue this one into here and do that. And do these ever meet? I'm not sure if we should end it here. How many spaces did I go by? 2, but this ended over here. Then there's the over here. Just trying to see what exactly is going to come out when we finish designing this one little design. Okay. I don't even like the way I did it. So let's just do it again. First of all, we're going to do minimum size. The minimum size to create the pentagram is this, because one size smaller than this, we end up with this. So I can actually do this inside of that. Step number 2, we're going to try and see if we can create the octagon around it. And we successfully have. And we needed a minimum of this size in order to get by this line. I could have went up over here. Okay, I would have went by 2. I would have went by 1 and 2, and I can create my actual design this way. The other way to create this is to start down here, okay? And you notice the way this one is done. Take a good look. I cannot continue these lines because I'm inside a block. The only way I can create my next one is up over here if I want to have it on the bottom. And this would be my pentagram sitting on the bottom of my octagon, and this would be my 85. Can I create my hexagon inside of it? So if I create the minimum of the 8-point star and I try to create my 6-point star, I can now create my minimum size 6-point star in my 8-point star at this size. I cannot create my pentagram inside of here because there is an empty box. And what would happen if I do? My pentagram would be created like this, leaving an X in the center and an off-guided pentagram. So we're going to just do the pentagram this way. And because of the minimum size, it ends up creating the X in the center, which is ironic because in Roman numerals, the X equals to number 10. So we're saying in the ring is number 10. So anyways, there's many ways to do this design. I don't know if I should go 2 by 2 or if I should go 2 by 1, by 2, by 1, by 2, by 1, by 2, by 1. And each way I do it differently is going to show me a different hexagon. Or it's going to show me a different pentagram. So in this one, I can get this pentagram, which shows me that where my ace is situated, where my D is situated, or half of my D is situated inside the ring. There are a few other things. I'm rather tired. I'm going to read, see if you want me to go on. Whether I do this is prime numbers. And this is Monopoly. So it's up to you. You want me to show you Monopoly in sizes, or would you like to go to prime numbers? Okay, we're going to go to prime numbers. I'm going to look at the comments first, if there's any at all. Okay, so what we're going to talk about in prime numbers is the numbers are pretty basic in prime. It's first we wrote down the first 15 numbers. So 2, 3, 5, 7 are prime. And then 2, 4, 8, 1 are prime. So 1 becomes prime. When the 8th prime number comes out, 1 becomes prime as the 19th number in spirit. 4 becomes prime as the 6th number. 7, 8. The 9th number is number 23, 9, 11. The 10th number of prime is your birth. The 11th number of prime is going to be related to AC and the moon. The 12th, then the 4. There are 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4. 1, 2. There are 2. 1, 2. There are 2. 1, 2, 3. There are 3. Then there is 1. Then there is 2. Then there is 3. Then there is 1. Then there is 1. Then there is 1 and 1. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I think that's 25 numbers. So we go 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19. So these are your basic numbers in that are prime. So we would end up with 2. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. 13 equals 4. 31 equals 4. and 6 and 7. The other side, 6 and 7 equals 13. 1 and 3 is 4. So right away you know that the 1 times 6, 1 plus 6, which is creating the moon spirit and the half-life, has to do with your DC cycle and the moon. 13 plus 31 plus 13. 31 plus 13 plus 31 equals to 57 equals to 75. If you look up orphan children or just orphelin, if you look up that in roulette, you're going to find in that section, you're going to be able to add up 57, 75, 444, and 444. The reverse of this, okay, is 14 and 41 and 14 and 41 and 14 and 41. There's a secondary reverse to this, and this is also the male. The female would be 21 and 12 and 21 and 12 and 21 and 12. So this is 234, 245 equals 54, the numeric value for the sun. And this one would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 45. Foxholes, passage in the sun for the female. And the male is the moon. Female past sun, male moon. The reverse alphabet to number 13 is number 14, and that is the sun, the man and the sun. We would end up with 489. We'd end up with 456. We end up with 69. And the reverse, we end up with 1, 4, 5, 6. We end up with 4, 8. We end up with 96. So in rotation of the moon is the reverse. And it is the gateway because of the artwork that goes with the 6 and 9. The 9 and the 6. So the 8 is created, the passage of the 7th gate and the F letter. Don't forget, your keyboard is talking to you. So 2, 3, 5, 7. I did it in packages of 4. 2, 4, 8, 1. The moon, Venus, the sun, the cycle, born in Pluto with the moon, and the cycle of Q, Earth. Jesus, Q, Earth. Moon, moon. Earth, cat. Beta creation of the moon, electric company. This will say Pluto and the word SON. This is the cat, the 9 lives of the cat that creates the pound key that creates the house that man lives in. Why? Because the mathematics, 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 equals 68. And in the game of craps or your dice cubes, the opposite of 6 is 8. And there's more than just, there's 1 and 7, 8. It's not found on the dice cube. There's 2 and 6, 8. There's 3 and 5, 8. There's 4 and 4, 8. The reverse of this is 3 and 3. The reverse of this is 4 and 2. The reverse of this is 5 and 1. And what is the reverse of this? Because all these will equal 7. So the reverse of this is 69. So the reverse of the Q letter of the gateway of stand on 17 is 69. Where do I get that from? 6 and 1, 7. 9 and 7 is 16. 1 and 6 is 7. So they're reflecting each other. In here, it's, I don't know if I did it right, but I should do it again. Let me see if I got this right. 2, 3, 5, 7, 2, 4, 8, 1, 5, 2, 4, 1, 5, 7, 2, 8, 5, 7, 4, 8, 1, 7, 2, 8. The reason I did this, I wanted to put the numbers inside the pound key and see what I got. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. There are 24. I just wanted to see what I got. 24 hours a day. I'm not really sure what it means right now. When you get to 8, 89 becomes 17. 89 becomes 17. 2 to the power of 3, 3 to the power of 2. It creates Q again by 9 and 8, 17. And the red sun of Christ. 9 by 7 is 63. 7 and 9 is 16. All this creates the half-life. DC in prime numbers.
How can we recreate this through number 13? This can be recreated number 13, so can this. This cannot. How can this be recreated? Well, we know that 14 and 13 recreate 7 and 9. We just did it. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3 equals to 3 equals to 4 equals to 7. And then 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 equals to 4 equals to 5 equals to 9. So that's how I'm going to create this. So through the sun and your DNA and man's cycle of the moon DC, creating the 7th gate and its passage to the moon, created by the sun, fox, and DC, the hue light. There's something else in here I'm just not with. Here is Jesus, and it comes with 92, the extra day in February, and then April Fool's, the fish day, becomes Jesus Day. And then 83 is a reflection of 74 and 29, and these are your primes. Anyways, I'm getting rather tired. I want to thank you for participating. I don't know too much of anything at all, only the and other than the difference. I want to make sure you all have a nice weekend. You all be well. And there's so much to do. I'm just very tired. I'm not sure how this went. And thank you for watching this video. This one, what are those angels? You got portals. They have communicate with you. Eli, sorry I didn't see it. Hello, how you doing? I really want to leave my email because one day I would like to do a Zoom. And maybe one day I can we can find the new premier of our province, of our country, and have all the premiers of those who understand the difference, who speak the truth. Although we all have little things in the past, but I'm telling you one thing: I'm working with everybody, and hopefully, if we have enough of the truth come out, that the second stream will open up, instead of being blocked and turning us all into zombies. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching this video. Thanks, Eli.